you're on.
Right. Right, so good morning, YouTubers. Well, I say good morning. Again, it's now Friday tea time. We've just sent Kerry off to Chippy to get us fish and chips, haven't we?
We are.
Because we've been good lads this week, haven't we?
We're hungry.
Yeah.
I've eaten since Wednesday.
So an update. So let's go back to last weekend. Last weekend, Kerry spent Saturday and Sunday basically in the house with her sewing machine, and I'd had enough of it by Sunday.
What, the sewing?
The sewing machine going until 10:30 of an evening. So I said, right, tomorrow you can stop that and you can get outside and you can start doing a bit of body filling. So credit to her, she did. She spent Monday, Tuesday doing body filling. But then the weather's been absolutely diabolical this week.
Terrible, hasn't it?
It's absolutely been garbage. So she managed to get 2 days, 2 or 3, I can't remember if it was 3 days, 2 or 3 days doing a bit of body filling. But anyway, she's done a good job. Still not finished yet, but we're chipping away at it. We're nearly there with it. Inside, I managed to get a little bit more plumbing done, but there's still a little bit more to do. I'm waiting. I've got to go get some pipe. If Graham follows me, we'll go into the bathroom because our new taps arrived.
Oh yeah, we want to see these taps. I got asked about these taps.
The new taps arrived, and they're there, as you can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
That fits better than the big fountain you had, wasn't it?
Well, the water feature's now going in the house, so which I mean, I didn't want to mention it when she got it. I thought, well, it's nice, but it's a bit oversized for this area. So anyway, we agreed that we've got a smaller one. But I've made a boo-boo because, as you can see, this plug hole here, it's supposed to have a plunger, that one of them things that goes up and down. But because I've got my Truma water heater behind there, I had to adjust this because it has a thread that goes about that long, and I had to reduce it, and being an idiot like I am, I cut through it, didn't realise that the plunger thing went that far down, and I cut into that, which has damaged it. So I've had to order, well, I've got Kerry to order a new one. She wasn't pleased about it because I think there was £4.
You never told me about that. If you'd have told me you'd have made a mistake like that, I could have took the mickey all week. That's a waste of a mistake.
Well, anyway, it's costing her about another £4.97 or something like that. So she wasn't happy about that. So I got a bollocking for that. So that's that done. You have been spending time doing some lights, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got the lights now fitted. That's the one they're having for the lower bunk on the lower bed.
There.
That little one.
And I'm going to go switch these on, and you'll see what Graham...
We finally got them fitted.
I wanted a qualified electrical engineer to come and fit these, but I couldn't get one, so Graham has ended up doing them for us. So I'll switch them on, so if it goes bang,
yeah,
it's your fault.
It will go bang. So what we came up with, we put 2 strip lights across here, 2 strip lights in the back, and it just does the job. That's really good, that. I really like that, don't you?
Well, I like that. It was my idea to do that, actually. Even though you and Kerry tried to claim the idea, it's my idea.
Yeah. And that is exactly as we planned it, isn't it?
We did plan it that way, but we didn't tell Kerry.
She's got one of the blinds up. Am I allowed to show that blind?
I don't know if you're allowed to show that.
Oh, it's tough now, showing it.
Right, okay.
I got frightened. Yeah, so we've got the backlights fitted. We've got this one fitted down here, so that's done. Can you tell people how you stuck this up?
Right, okay. I am...
Because I've been asked.
Right. For those that want to know, this is 35mm by 13mm thick. And how I did it is I Gorilla Glued each and every one of these, and then with my little nail gun I pinned them with nails. You can't really see these nails because they're so tiny, but that held it in place until the Gorilla Glue went off, and they are solid.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, absolutely solid now.
You can see one of the screws there, look. Can you see
well,
that?
I haven't finished. It's a work in progress.
Can you see that nail look sticking out?
Yeah, well, that's Kerry's fault, because Kerry needs to tap these in and just put a little bit of filler in them.
And that's all we did. We just, well, that's all John did. Screwed them on,
I didn't screw.
No, you didn't screw them on.
I
You
gorilla
glued them and did a nail with them.
I'll
Put them in with a nail.
shut up and I'll explain it again because you really are a bit thick today. So I gorilla glued them,
Yeah.
and then I got my nail gun, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Okay, you got that,
And they went into that ply what you want.
and they've gone into the ply that's in the roof. Are you with me?
Yeah.
I could have, but I didn't want to. Well, I say I could have. Kerry didn't want me to. My plan initially was I was going to put the odd screws in on the main beams, but to be honest with you, it doesn't need it. They are absolutely solid.
Yeah.
Gorilla glue sticks like.
Well, it sticks like Gorilla Glue.
It sticks like Gorilla Glue. So that's all I've done inside. I have today, with the assistance of my auto Sparky, Mr. Graham here, we have got the diesel heater plumbed in.
Yeah.
The box is here. It's all rocking and rolling. Unfortunately, I haven't got enough diesel in my diesel tank, to draw the diesel through to test it working. So that's something I'm going to have to wait until I get to a diesel station and put some diesel in.
You put a vent on this side to blow forward, and there's another
on
vent
this side
on that side to blow
that
into
way.
the bedroom. So they've got
Okay.
even blowing, and when this opens,
Yeah,
everything stays there, doesn't it?
everything stays there. Nothing's moving.
And under there is where the diesel heater
There
is
is.
and the piping is.
Yeah.
So there's
that-
plenty of room. That's real smooth now.
Yeah.
We'll just go through something as well. What we was asked as well, what weight do these hinges take, the runners?
Well, that's
What do you call them? Sliders?
sliding
sliding
runners,
things.
whatever.
It's irrelevant what weight they are. They're pretty big, aren't they? I mean,
These,
they are.
well, these ones here are 24. These are 24 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 24 inches. They're real heavy
You
duty.
see how thick they are. They're quite thick on
Yeah,
there.
really heavy duty. So I mean, to be honest with you, they aren't even taking any weight.
No,
Let's be
they
honest.
don't take any weight because they're on legs.
This
So-
sliding part is on legs,
Yeah.
and it's also also got roller feet underneath. And what I did with these, are you watching me?
Yeah, I've got
What I
it.
did with these is I put steel brackets behind each one of these legs, okay?
Mhm.
Which is an L-shaped steel bracket. On this one, it's got a T bracket behind it, a metal T bracket, so it's supporting there and supporting there.
Yeah.
On the end ones, it's an angle
Just one of
bracket.
them
It's just
angle
an angle,
brackets,
but it's made. I made them out of the same steel that I had left from the bed. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So they are absolutely solid. They don't move. There's
Right.
no play on these legs whatsoever. And the fact that they are on little casters at the bottom as well helps it roll in and out. So these are not taking any weight.
No.
They're only there purely
Just to slide it in and out.
so that it can do that. Are you with
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Absolutely solid. But Kerry did that.
Yeah, we know. Come on.
But I'm not going to go on to that anymore because Kerry's done it. So, if we take you outside, I'll tell you what we've been doing outside. This
I've
week,
had to rewire all these.
oh yeah, Graham's rewired all of these. I have managed to get,
Sorry if there's a bit of noise about, but somebody's making noise down the street. It's absolutely outrageous.
I have managed to get my front
Wheel arches on.
wheel arch on, my back wheel arch on. Okay,
Yeah.
and then if you keep going, and then you, my auto Sparky, Mr. Graham here. Like I say, I wanted a qualified one, but I couldn't get one, so Graham has been here. I've got to be honest with you.
That was a mess, wasn't it?
I've got to be honest with you. It was a bit of a mess, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was bad.
So he's renewed all the wiring under here.
Yeah.
It
All
took-
for the lights, backlights, indicators, fog light, reversing light. You only owe me £15,432 plus that.
You didn't say it was £15,432 plus that. You
I
said it
I
was
never
a quid.
know. I never know
You
till
said
I've
it
got
was
on
a
with
quid.
it.
Anyway, he's done it. He's got them all.
Right.
So hopefully next week, if the weather's alright, we're going to get this bottom half right round, including the front. So if you follow me, all this bottom half. Oh, by the way, I've done my door.
Yeah, the door's all looking good now, isn't it?
So I've got this all straightened off.
These are all new wires done by an expert, by the way.
Will you give over? So I've done all this. I've got this to do still. If you want to point there.
Yeah.
I'm going to put some steel plate behind that and tack weld that in and redo this door handle part. Yeah. This I must get done this coming week. I've got my water filler caps in. I've got my back wheel arch.
These are taped off, by the way, because we're going to wrap to this next week,
yeah.
so that's why everything's
so that's
up.
done. And I haven't got the front one done yet because we had a problem with Mercedes. We had a problem, and I'm going to say this, credit to Curious the Vario, because he messaged Kerry and said, look, if you're having a problem with Mercedes, I know that in Milton Keynes they have the wheel arches that you require. Because what happened was I'd rang and ordered from Mercedes the 2 front wheel arches, but they said they was having a problem getting me the left hand side, the passenger side one. So what happened was it was on a back order, and it was they told me I wouldn't get it while the 31st of July. Well, I don't want to be waiting around until the 31st of July.
Not for a wheel arch.
Not for a wheel arch. So anyway, credits again to Curious the Vario. He texted Kerry and said, I know that in Milton Keynes, the Mercedes place in Milton Keynes, have got the left hand side one. So I know this might sound like a waffle, but I rang Mercedes in Hull and said, look, I've been told that Milton Keynes have got them in. He checked and said, no, they haven't. I said, but I've been told they have. Anyway, I then rang Milton Keynes. They told me they've got them in. And I said, well, that's strange. He says, why, what's going on? Cut a long story short, and I'm going to try it. The problem was the colour of the wheel arch.
Which is mental.
Which is mental, because the part number for this vehicle, when they sent me the original, this one here, they sent me a grey one. And that was linked to the part number for this particular vehicle. But in Milton Keynes, they had them in black. So I have now got 3 black ones and 1 grey one. This one's going to be grey.
But they're all the same?
But they're all exactly the same. So that was the... whatever. So anyway, it's got...
Bit windy out here, best go in.
No, cutting a long story short, I have got the wheel arches now, so... And also, somebody wanted to see me do the front bonnet.
I have got that, and I may be able to put it onto computer this weekend, but if not, I will definitely upload it for next weekend about the bonnet. Okay. I have got the filming, but the trouble is I filmed that on my phone, which then gives me an issue, because getting it off my phone onto my computer when my USB port's knackered is not very good.
You have a lot of issues just recently, don't you?
I have.
Do you want to explain to your YouTubers why you drink ginger wine?
No, I like ginger wine. I had it at Christmas because Mark bought me a bottle.
Isn't ginger wine a bit weird?
Mark T590.
Ginger wine?
Yeah, he bought me some ginger wine.
Vicars drink ginger wine.
Well, they maybe do. I'm a law-abiding, God-loving person, aren't I? So.
Right, so if we go back around the front, I'll show you what I have done with the bonnet.
Oh yeah, we'll see this bonnet because we haven't done it.
So I'll explain to everybody what I've done. I have replaced, I cut out this steel piece here and I replaced it by tacking a new piece of steel in here, and I also tacked a new tack welded a piece of steel behind it. Okay, so and then what I've done is this is still a work in progress because I want to do a bit more work on here. So I've replaced...
I don't think I can see it.
Well,
the light's a bit...
if you see my finger, I've replaced all the steel that was here because it was all rotten. So I've replaced all of that and replaced all of this piece of steel here. I've now just got a bit of castle to just finish that off and a bit more sanding, and then that's ready to rock and roll. So that's.
Didn't you do something on the side here as
Oh,
well?
I've done the sides here because these I've replated this corner here, and I've also replated this corner here.
Yeah.
Because these parts of these corners were rotten, so I put tack welded steel plate into here, and then put body filler in. I've also put my new scuttle plate on.
Yeah.
So that's on.
Did you actually call that a scuttle plate?
I believe.
Are you just making that up?
I believe they call it a scuttle plate, but they might just call it a gutter. But anyway,
We're going to call this a scuttle plate.
Oh, no, I'll call it a gutter. It's my rain gutter. So I've started putting this back on because I just wanted to, and I'll just point these out, right? These little plastic things here. I rang up Mercedes and not realising, because I think they didn't understand what I wanted. I wanted 2 of these, and they told me that 2 of these little plastic pipe connectors were £43 plus VAT.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
But I think they made a mistake, because I think what it is because yours and mine have the water jets on
the wiper.
on the wipers, don't they?
Yeah.
And I think that's what they were referring to. So I'm going to go into Mercedes on Monday and I'm going to give them a piece of my mind, and I'm going to try and get 2 replacements because I need 2 of these.
Don't give them too much of your man.
Well,
You struggle enough.
look, if I give them half of my mind, it's still more than you've got.
I can't believe how clean it is under here. I've seen newer vehicles looking worse than this.
So anyway, yeah, she's we're getting there. So anyway, so
Yeah.
that's what I've done with this. There's still a bit more work to do on this bonnet. Still a bit more work. So Kerry, the plan is to get raptored. This is all going to get wax oiled, all these parts, and then it's going to get raptored right along. Raptored all the way. Raptored before Kerry gets on with the paint job. So that's what we've been doing this week.
Back end's looking good now, isn't it?
And that's it. Yeah, I mean, Kerry's worked on this for the last. She worked. I think credit to her. She worked on it for 2 days. It needs about another day fine tuning it, but it's getting there. It's getting now. I'm getting quite happy with it now. I've got to be honest with you. I'm getting quite happy with it. She's done not a bad job. So I'll give her a lot of credit this week. So hopefully I'll be in a good books.
We've done a lot this week, haven't we? Rewired, done the bodywork, fitted a diesel heater, fitted other stuff.
Yeah. But there's things now that are getting done that we can't. We don't want to show you just yet until the final.
There is something what we can't show just yet, are we? We're not allowed, are we?
We're not allowed to. No.
But you're going to be proper shocked.
You've seen it, haven't you?
It's going to be like Jaws when you first went to see it and it come out of the water and frightened everybody to death.
Did it scare you? Because it never frightened me. You
I
do
walked
realise that wasn't real.
I walked home in the middle of the road, I was that worried. I used to live next to a lake.
Right,
I didn't
okay.
swim for a year.
So how was your diet going then? You can't eat on an empty stomach. How's that going?
It's alright.
Hey,
I'm doing real well on it. I've lost 17 stone this week.
Still fat though, aren't you? So that's about it this week, isn't it, really? So all being well, next week there should be some changes. I'm hoping to get these lights fitted permanently next week. My number plate fitted permanently next week. I'm hoping to get a bit more of the bodywork done by next week. So yeah, it's getting there, isn't it?
Go back in because I'm back in the van. I tell you what, them lights look good in the back, don't they?
Yeah, who thought of that?
They really show that roof up.
Was that you?
Yeah, I'm just a clever person who's done that, innit?
Well, it wasn't your idea though, even though you and Kerry tried to take credit for it.
We actually came across that by accident.
Okay. You was an accident.
Yeah.
But we'll not go down that road.
So that's it for this week. Thank you for joining us again. We are just finishing off all the snagging points that we're doing at the moment. We'll get them finished off. We've got something happening next week which is quite interesting, isn't it?
It is.
It's very interesting what's happening next week, and we will go through that with them, won't we?
We will.
Hopefully.
Why are you pointing your finger at me?
I'm just pointing my finger. I don't know why. I just like pointing fingers.
Well, don't point at me.
So that's it for this one. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next week with some important news. Thanks for watching.
And remember, don't ever eat on an empty stomach.
No. Right, that's it for this one. Thank you very much. Cheers for all the thumbs up, by the way. It really is important and it really does work. Thanks for watching. Take care. And we will see you next week. Was you pulling faces?
No, I was just listening to you.
All right. Bye.